I will never change, even if they start to hate on my name. Stay true to yourself and never ride another wave. They say that I ain't been acting the same. I wasn't happy, won't go back again. Moving and shake until they know the name. Can't handle the boy because they sound the same, yeah. I came to save you from all of the fakers. Wanna know about me then, call all of my haters. They'll tell you that the boy ain't really worth it. In the stew every week with the same purpose. The boy been hiding in a lit furnace. I feel like I deserve this. We will never change, yeah. Always moving major. Saying that I'm not the one, but you've been sounding crazy. We will never change, yeah. Always moving major. Saying that I'm not the one, but you've been sounding crazy.
Believe that can fly, that's Kelly. Grew up on West, ain't nothing you can tell me. Knew they would ride with me once they knew my M.O. Better hold on, whoa Nelly. I must say what I need to say, Mayor. Watch how I built it out, I'm the conveyor. At these shows and I rap and I know they gon' clap. Yeah, they put their hands together, no prayer. I ain't worried about you, I'm just worried about me. What I know is what I'll be. And y'all was heartless, got you out of my system to make good music, no ID. You will never bring me down, never break my stride. I'ma make it out by rapping how I feel inside, yeah.
We will never change, yeah. Always moving major. Saying that I'm not the one, but you've been sounding crazy. We will never change, yeah. Always moving major. Saying that I'm not the one, but you've been sounding crazy. You know I always stand tall. They gon' wanna see me fall. Sounding crazy, we will never change, yeah. Always moving major, saying that I'm not the one, but you've been sounding crazy. Saying that I'm not the one, but you've been sounding crazy.
People gonna keep on talking about me, but they don't understand the work that I do when they're not around me. They don't understand the life I chose, the nights alone, the highs and lows. They keep on talking about me, but they don't understand
what it feels like. Everything that's wrong always ending up to feel right. I know I've been gone, but my dreams becoming real life. The closer that I get, I feel like it's not even in sight. Shows around the nation, but it started with the missed flight. Wonder if these signs are saying I'm not made for this life. Everyone been putting on this image like they blessed now, but really they've been thinking that they'll lose it all and wake up feeling stressed out. Now everybody's spending weekends getting drunk at clubs. I'm busy working while they finding temporary love. I made the sacrifices praying that it's worth it, but I know it's gonna work and I'ma get what I deserve until I'm gone.
People gonna keep on talking about me, but they don't understand the work that I do when they're not around me. They don't understand the life I chose, the nights alone, the highs and lows. They keep on talking.
What's going on, MBL Network? We are back right now live here on twitch.tv/MBL Network. We're going to kill some of the music early because when I do transfer it over to YouTube, it's going to get muted. So I don't want everything to get muted right now. So we're going to get to the game here in just a second. Appreciate everybody stopping by. 19 viewers right now. Let me know how it looks and how it sounds. We just got a game time decision in. Rookie cornerback Eduardo Bruce will not be starting in Week 14 at Denver. We'll have more news on that. That game is coming up in just moments away, and they're going to be starting rookie cornerback Rashad Patterson. Not the Kobe stopper, Ruben Patterson, but cornerback rookie Rashad Patterson. A little slower. I think he's like 86 speed. But we'll talk about that. Let's catch up and what's going on here on the MBL Network. We're going to move on over and check out the Twitter in just a second. All right, moving along to the Twitter right now. What we got going on? Let's scroll down just a little bit. Let's get here. Indianapolis Colts middle linebacker Anthony Walker Jr. is once again having a superb season. The second-year man out of Northwestern leads the league in interceptions. He has 7, and he's counted for 31 tackles, 7 tackle for losses, and 2 sacks through Week 9. We're catching up. Last time we left off, it was October 22nd. I believe we were in Week 8, Week 9 at that time. Behind a dominating performance, Colts beat the Raiders 21-7. That's actually where we left off on that game. Week 10, the Colts beat the Jets. They improved to 30. They won 33-23, improving to 8-1 on the season. Colts beat the Titans by a score of 35-14 in Week 11 to move to 9-1 on the season. Mack gets in the end zone 3 times. That's Marlon Mack, who was playing for the injured Derrick Henry, who they brought in during free agency. Adam Humphries, the former slot wide receiver for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he went 8 for 161. Week 12, the Colts lost a heartbreaker against the Bengals. And Week 13, they defeated the Los Angeles Chargers, as you see that on the screen right now. We are talking about their schedule, so we'll go ahead and put their schedule on the board here in just 1 second. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Can't find their schedule right now. I don't have it. I'll put it on the board in just a second. But here's the breakdown so far. They're sitting nicely at 10-2, ahead of their division. They do have a divisional win against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who were 8-4. So that was a big-time win. They also play them towards the end of the season, Week 17. I'm going to go ahead and just upload their schedule here in just a second, and we'll get it on the screen for you guys. Got a new feature on that. We're showing the wins and losses by color. Appreciate the 26 viewers right now watching the Indianapolis Colts, currently 10-2, and they're going to be taking on Week 14, the Denver Broncos, who are 4-8. Andrew Luck will not be playing tonight, but he is expected to return by Week 16 versus the Carolina Panthers, courtesy of our Bleacher Report team. They're going to be reporting more on that coming up soon. As you know, he left earlier in the season with a shoulder tear. Right now, it says Brissett not skipping a beat as he's going to be taking over for Andrew Luck again. Head coach Frank Reich said, Jacoby has been doing a brilliant job filling in for Andrew. Again, having a team-first guy like Jacoby is a blessing. He doesn't let his ego get in his way. He just attacks every day like he's a starter and understands his role on the team. And this is a guy that's been grinding. Last year, the conversation came up towards the end. Do we roll with Brissett into the playoffs? They didn't. They stayed. They moved back to Andrew Luck. As Andrew Luck got hurt earlier, he was able to come back, but they wanted to just make sure he was healthy for the playoffs, so they played Jacoby a little bit longer, and he played phenomenal for them in NBL Season 33. Now in Season 34, he's asked to step up again here in Week 14, and they got to come away with the victory tonight against the Broncos to maintain that lead. As you see, they're 10-2, but the Jaguars are right on their heels at 8-4. Also, his role on the team, Andrew is set to return around Week 17. We've heard actually Week 16 might be his return date, but maybe Week 17, as Frank Reich does not want to put any pressure on Andrew Luck. We're hearing Week 16 from Bleacher Report. The team's saying Week 17, so it could be an earlier return Week 16, but they might play it safe Week 17 versus Jacksonville. That's a big-time game. But if we can keep up this pace, we might let Andrew take an extra couple weeks to get back into game shape for our playoff run. See, that's where the questions are coming up. Should they bring Andrew Luck back early? That's the things we got to know right now. Let's see what else we got going on. Let's get right to the game. It's a Week 14 Denver Broncos matchup. This is going to be a great game tonight. I hope you guys are ready for it. We're going to get it rocking and rolling. How about right now? Here it goes, live on the screen. Let's get it rocking and rolling. I'm going to go tell those guys to go right now. And I guess we're going to go back to the music. We're going to hit the music for a little bit. And I'm going to let these guys get rocking and rolling.
We will never change, yeah. Always moving major. Saying that I'm not the one, but you've been sounding crazy. We will never change, yeah. Always moving major. Saying that I'm not the one, but you've been sounding crazy. I I will never change, even if they start to hate on my name. Stay true to yourself and never ride another wave. They say that I ain't been acting the same. I wasn't happy, won't go back again. Moving and shake until they know the name. Can handle the boy because they sound the same, yeah. I came to save you from all of the fakers. Wanna know about me then, call all of my haters. They'll tell you that the boy ain't really worth it. In the stew every week with the same purpose. The boy been hot in a lit furnace. I feel like I deserve this. We will never change, yeah. Always moving major. Saying that I'm not the one, but you've been sounding crazy. We will never change, yeah. Always moving major. Saying that I'm not the one, but you've been sounding crazy.
Believe that can fly, that's Kelly. Grew up on West, ain't nothing you can tell me. Knew they would ride with me once they knew my M.O. Better hold on, whoa Nelly. I must say what I need to say, Mayor.
All right, we're live in the game right now as the Indianapolis Colts are going to try to return this one deep, and they absolutely get it going. They're playing a Denver Bronco team who really struggled at the end of the season, towards this end of this last season. This was a team that was primed and ready to dominate early in this year. They had a winning record at 3-1. Now they're sitting at 4-8, and things just have not looked good. A lot of people saying they're not the Denver Broncos anymore. They're the Denver Ponies. Let me know how it looks and sounds on the screen, guys, and let me know if you can hear me. Here we go, dropping back, looking and cook. Jacoby Brissett underneath, finds his man Marlon Mack. The Mack attack down to the 46-yard line. That's 1 for 1, 8 yards for Jacoby Brissett. Here we go, dropping back. Andrew Luck, look to the right side. Finds his man underneath. Picking up the first down, number 16. They do have some new starters in the lineup. You saw Ryan Grant go out. Kane has come in. If you want to join the MBL, go to 365.maddenbomberleague.com. We're going to take a look at this starting offense here in just a second. And then we'll take a look at the MBL, the schedule for these Indianapolis Colts. Drop it back, looking to the left side. Brissett, once again, nice quick release. Finds his man Kane right there. Let's take a look at this offense. Starting offense right now, you got Brissett, Derrick Henry, T.Y. Hilton, number 2 wide receiver, Deion Kane. Slot wide receiver is going to stay the same, Adam Humphries. And the man, the myth, the legend, former Detroit Lion, 10th pick overall, Eric Ebron. Same starting lineup. Duncan Smith, Costanzo, Kelly, and Nelson for your Indianapolis Colts. All right, here we go. I formation. Jacoby Brissett dropping back. He's got all kinds of time. Gets to the right side, finds his man T.Y. Hilton. Does he hold on to it? No, he doesn't. 3rd and 5 here for the Colts. Colts currently on the season 10-2. They're coming off a loss week 12 versus Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals 8-5. That's a nice AFC matchup. We saw that on MBL Live. Crazy game, a blocked kick. That's what it takes to beat these Indianapolis Colts. Yet here we are, twitch.tv/MBL Network. Appreciate everybody stopping by and checking us out. 27 viewers right now live. Empty backfield. Watch Adam Humphries on the left side. He's on a post. He's looking for him. He goes to the post. Oh, and he holds on to it. The former Tampa Bay Buccaneer coming up big. Let's take a look at their upcoming schedule here for the Indianapolis Colts. If it's in red, that means it's an L. So you can look at these games here. Right here, that's an L. And right here, that's an L. Coming out the stretch, they got the Broncos. I think they'll win this one. I think they'll beat Houston. I think they'll beat Carolina. This is the game you want to circle because this is a big game tonight. They can't afford to lose anything. Let's see if this team can kind of figure it out here moving forward. They need these big wins right here. Man in motion, handoff. Marlon Mack to the right side. He's up the field down to the 21-yard line. Marlon Mack, first rush of the game. We saw him catch a pass earlier. Picked up about 8, 2nd and 4 here for the Indianapolis Colts. All right, we got guys in the chat right now. Cringe, Gub, Lil Fish, Ric Flair in the chat. What's up going on, Flair? Grid Squad. And who else we got? We got Gub. I already said Gub. Gub said nice throw. Jacoby Brissett switching up the play, going to the left side, attacking, finding number 34. That's Derrick Henry, the truck. Workhorse, and he's out. And just like that, it looks like Derrick Henry is getting helped off the field. This is not a good look. On this season, we have not seen much from Derrick Henry. Stats-wise, yes, I understand. And AA, the owner of the Colts, will argue with me, but we have not seen much. I mean, 395 yards on 94 attempts, 4.2 yards per carry, but he's been hurt a lot. To the right side, finding his man. Does he hold on to it? Yes, he does. Touchdown. And that's going to be tight end number 2. I believe that's Jack Doyle. Can't see his name. Wow, his name just hid the whole time. I believe that's tight end number 2, Jack Doyle. I will have confirmation on that in just a second. Is that number 84? Yes, it is. Jack Doyle gets his second touchdown on the season, his 11th catch. He has 146 yards receiving. And right there, he just adds to the cause. Second touchdown of the season. So you don't see a lot from him, but once they get in the red zone, you start seeing those 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver sets, and that's when things get rocking and rolling. Denver Broncos on the season 4-8. Indianapolis Colts 10-2, looking to improve to 11-2 here on the road against Denver, the Mile High City. It's not going to be an easy one. These AFC games are not easy. On the screen right now, I'm going to show you Derrick Henry's stats. You see 94 attempts, 395 yards, 6 touchdowns. But Marlon Mack, I understand he's only at 3 yards per carry, but we've seen a lot of positive stuff from Marlon Mack. And this halfback attack, really, Gallman Jr., Derrick Henry, they've all been able to do a little bit here and there. Run up the middle by Freeman, picks up 3 yards. On the season, our Indianapolis Colts defense ranks 5th in the MBL in points allowed. In passing yards allowed, they're first, only giving up 179 per game, and rushing their 6th at 50.3. This is arguably the best defense in the MBL. I mean, they just seem like they can do everything, and they also are able to create turnovers. We talked about their middle linebacker earlier in this game as he leads the league in interceptions. He's just been just a beast. Just a phenomenal beast. Guys, don't forget, hit that follow button. Don't miss any of the action. Bonus coverage, MBL Live here on this Twitch channel, along with, you're watching right now, Building the Franchise Indianapolis Colts. We're going to pick a new team we're going to be following next season. Z-Star in the chat says, what a bad signing, bringing in Derrick Henry. Cut to the outside. Bleacher Report in the chat saying, breaking news, the Colts announced before tonight's game that Andrew Luck will return Week 16 versus Carolina. That's a big time announcement. That is an optimistic announcement. You see Derrick Henry go down right now. I didn't catch the Derrick Henry injury. Has it popped up yet? I believe it has. I just missed it. Yeah, elusiveness is the move this year. Trucking backs aren't as good as they were last year is what Cringe is saying. Elusiveness has always been important. If you ever really looked at elusiveness and watched the players that had the big-time elusiveness, the LaShawn McCoys. Oh, nice pass for the Broncos. Does he get his feet down? No, he doesn't. RG3's in the game, 2nd and 10. For the Denver Broncos, he just put a little too much air on that. I mean, he saw a pass get over here. It's just too much air on the ball, and the ball was just kind of passed way too close to the sideline. Here we go, little draw play up the middle, nowhere to run. They're going to be a 3rd and 10. I don't like that call. Booker, 1 rush, -2 yards, going to be 3rd and 12 for the fierce defense of the Indianapolis Colts. You see Walker Jr. right there. That's the linebacker that's been leading this team in interceptions. Game time decision tonight. Rookie cornerback Eduardo Bruce has been benched for rookie cornerback Rashad Patterson. It's an interesting development. Eduardo Bruce with 93 speed. There's the pick by Walker. Oh, that wasn't Walker. That was number 91. Oh, nice. Speaking of elusiveness, Franklin on the return. He just kind of got up in here and found his way over here. How did he avoid? Let's see this little get skinny. Okay, Franklin. Another user pick this time. Not who he thought it was, but same results. Cringe in the chat wondering why he lobbed the ball to the left side. Yeah. Brad in the chat saying RB was wide open. Z-Star saying lurk. Yeah, that was a nice lurk there for Double A. We're actually going to be talking to Double A after this episode, so make sure you're here for that. He's going to call in after this show, and we'll talk some post-game. Rolling to the outside. Jacoby Brissett going to pick up a few yards to get out of bounds. 1 rush, 3 yards. Now, the question that I have is, will the Indianapolis Colts really be pushing for not just the division? Can they push for a Super Bowl in NBL Season 34? These are the questions that I have. What do you guys think in the chat? Is this a team that you look at and you go, okay, this team can really push for something here? They got an opportunity to do something special here on the Building the Franchise series. Z-Star says when he calls and tell him he sucks at Call of Duty. I can't say that. That's the T calling the kettle black with that one, because I'm not the best. Did you see those horse? You hear? Wait, the Broncos actually have those kind of horse sounds? Oh wow, man, that's kind of cool. I wish Ford Field had something in the game They probably don't even have anything in real life, though. You know, some kind of unique sound. You know, you get the cannons in Tampa Bay with the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, with the Denver Broncos, you're getting the sound of the Bronco. Uh-oh, Brissett trying to take off, nowhere to go. Down he goes, but he holds on to the ball. It's not going to be a first down. It's field goal unit time here for the Denver Broncos. You're probably wondering why Jacoby Brissett is in the game. Well, that's easy. Let me explain it to you. Andrew Luck got hurt. He tore his shoulder weeks ago. They expect him to return to the lineup by week 16 if there isn't any setbacks. Now, we're talking about Andrew Luck, so let's honestly not believe that there isn't going to be any setbacks. There seems like there's always setbacks when it comes to Andrew Luck. He was hurt last year, MBL season 33. He had a very weird return to the lineup. He came back, they took him back out, then they sat him another 2 or 3 games and let Brissett kind of ride out the season. Then they brought him back for the playoffs. They ended up losing to the MBL Super Bowl champions of season 33. That was the excuse me. I don't know why I was going to call Bananas the Jacksonville Jaguars, because that's his favorite team. The Cleveland Browns won the Super Bowl. They took on the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl, but they actually had a very close game that I thought they had an opportunity to win, but it got really crazy after a special teams touchdown for the Cleveland Browns, and everything just kind of turned around. To the outside, nice throw to the halfback, and there's your truck stick right there. Robert Griffin, 1 for 3, 6 yards, and an interception. We'll see if the former Baylor superstar standout quarterback can kind of redeem his career here in the MBL. We haven't seen much from him, really. I mean, if I really look back at the MBL stats, Robert Griffin was never a good quarterback in the MBL. Just never really had a passing owner and just never really lived up to the hype as being the second overall pick. To the outside, nice pitch and catch. That's going to be a first down. RG3, 2 for 4, 12 yards and an interception. And this defensive lineup is looking stout so far in Indianapolis. They just get the lurks. As I said earlier, I mean, we can pull this team's stats up right now. I mean, just look how dominating this team is. You see right there, 5th, 11th, 1st, and 6th. That's their defensive ranks. And that's just, I mean, their passing attack and offense is good, 27 points per game, but their defense just leads to a lot of those. If you can limit your turnovers versus Indianapolis, I think that's your best chance. As they're trying to strip the ball here, number 3, that's Jabal Sheard. He gets the tackle. Freeman, 4 rushes, 17 yards, 2nd and 4 here for the Denver Broncos. Let's check out the chat real quick, see what's going on. Agent Rico in the house, random horse noise. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a random horse noise. I think that's might be the actual name of that sound that EA uses. It might just be random horse noise because it was played literally at the weirdest time when they almost picked up a first down against their defense. Nice pitch underneath. Nice juke move down to the 44-yard line. Brad in the chat saying, great dump off to the halfback. Absolutely. Jamie in the chat saying, highly doubtful. You better go to the Super Bowl is what Darth Ben is telling Jamie, the owner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah. Thought he was a fraud. Gov in the chat saying, nice juke. Appreciate everybody stopping by, checking out Building the Franchise Indianapolis Colts. After the game, we're going to do some XP spending, and we're going to talk to the owner and see what's up. See how he thinks he can fare in this with the upcoming schedule he got to finish out the season. We'll go ahead and get the schedule on the screen again. And there it is right there. Losses to Kansas City and Cincinnati. They're taking on the Broncos right now. Houston, Carolina, Jacksonville. Let's include this game. 4 games left. Where do you guys see it going? How do you guys see it? How do you guys see it playing out here for the Indianapolis Colts? Think they're going to go 4-0, finish the season 14-2? You think they're going to lose those Jacksonville Jaguars and finish 13-3? 13-3 even helps them right now. As you can see, the Jacksonville Jaguars are 8-4. So Jaguars have to win out. I don't think the Jags can really win this division. Now that I'm really thinking about it, at 9-4, Colts are 11-2. There's a run right here. And a really, really risky dive for RG3. But that's going to pick up the first down. I saw him kind of run right here, and I'm thinking, don't bounce it over here. Keep it upfield. He does keep it upfield. Gets to about right here and decides it's time to suicide dive. Picks up a few more. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Hound in the chat saying, wait, RG3 still in the game? He's not just in the game. He's in this game, and he's starting MBL season 35, and this isn't even the first season for this Madden for us. This is our 2nd season. Over the middle, nice dot there. RG3 making it happen. 5 for 7, 56 yards. Nice little post route against man coverage. Cover 2. What he does is he flips that play. He's got a pulse route sitting right here. Nice little pass to the soft spot, splits the two safeties, and the receiver does his job beating his man. Nice little pass right there. I formation here for Robert Griffin III. Handoff to the right side. 37. Pound it. Finds his way down to the 4-yard line. Freeman, 5 carries, 21 yards. 29 viewers right now watching Building the Franchise Indianapolis Colts. If you want to join the MBL community, go to the application tab on our website, 365.maddenbomberleague.com. Once again, another I formation. A lot of power formations you're seeing with RG3 in this offense. Unisolated, wondering what Bomber's drawing. Keep up. Everything seems to be I formation. I don't like that because it limits you to either a power run or a pitch. There really isn't much play action you're going to do right here with this, not a lot of space behind you. In I formation, everybody's so tight together. I think it really, really limits what you can do. Let's see if they run it again. I formation once again, 4th time in a row. Expect the run to the left. Oh, there's a handoff. He's going to get in there. Touchdown. And just like that, he says, Bama, shut your mouth. Touchdown, Denver. And that's going to take a 10-point lead and potentially turn in just a 3-point deficit. There it goes. The Indianapolis Colts lead has been shrunk from 10 to 3. Let's see if Jacoby Brissett and this offense can respond. Before they get on the field, let's go ahead and show their starting offense. Right now, once again, Jacoby Brissett, Derrick Henry, T.Y. Hilton, Deion Kane. Yeah, I'm going to circle this guy's name because this guy right here is going to be the guy they're going to ask a lot for. We saw him catching 2 catches earlier in this game, but Deion Kane is replacing Ryan Grant, who was phenomenal for this team. Also, Adam Humphries, Eric Ebron, Cordell Duncan, Smith, Costanzo, Kelly, and Nelson. That's the starting lineup here for the Indianapolis Colts. Jacoby Brissett, 1st and 10, to the right side, finds his man underneath, and there's that man. Mama, there goes that man, Deion Kane. And where's the brain on the Denver Broncos owner? Horrible pursuit angle. So he's sitting over here, and you're thinking, okay, a drag's coming to this side of the field. You're just going to kind of force him to the outside. No, but he went to an isolated school of pursuit angles. He just stays drifting this direction as the drag just walks by him and turns it upfield. An isolated. Shout out to you and your inability to tackle an open field. 31 viewers right now watching Building the Franchise Indianapolis Colts. We will do a new team next year. We're going to announce that on the next episode. Handoff up the middle. I'll have more for you in just a second. Marlon Mack picks it up. Doesn't gain anything. 2nd and 10. So every season in the NBL, we're following a new team. Next year, we are also following a new team. Every season lasts about 35 to 45 days in real life. We did the Dallas Cowboys last season. They went to the Super Bowl and lost. This year, we're doing the Indianapolis Colts. We're on episode 6. We got one more episode left. And that episode is probably going to be on Twitch. I think we're done with YouTube. Oh, wheel route to the left side. Nice pass. Former Tampa Bay Buccaneer Adam Humphries. I got to stop saying that because he didn't really do anything in Tampa Bay, but he is balling for the Buccaneers right now. Tampa Bay is, for the Colts. Tampa Bay has to be looking at them and going, man, we had that guy, but they're 11-2 right now. So nothing really to complain about there for Tampa side. Jamie's probably saying, yeah, he can do all he wants, but, we don't need him. On the season, Adam Humphries, 37 catches, nearly 700 yards, and 4 touchdowns, and there's still 3.5 games left. Here comes the pressure. Ball's out, picked up by Denver. Jacoby Brissett, the blocking just died right there. Watch this on the right side. Boom, he just, right here. This man just leaves the quarterback. You get a little pressure right here. The blocker, you think he got him. Jacoby's sitting right here nice and pretty. Then all of a sudden, just a little swat and swim. Quarterback's down, ball's out. And that's a turnover you don't want to see. If you're a Colts fan right now, you know you cannot afford to lose this game. Here we go, shotgun formation. This is Wildcat. Oh, it's a keeper. Left side, falling forward, picking up 2. Freeman, 8 carries, 27 yards. Crane's in the chat saying rut-row. Did y'all see that blocking, though? Well, who was that tackle that blocked Vaughn like? Who was the tackle that blocked Vaughn like that? What do you mean? October in the chat, what's going on? Hand up the middle, 37, bouncing it outside. Nice juke. I like that direction right there. He's just running. It looks like a little dive. Yeah, it is a little lead dive. He's about right here. He notices nothing there. He bounces to the left side. Add a couple nice little elusive moves right here and here. He picks up quite a few. It's going to be 3rd and 3. This is 3rd and manageable for the Denver Broncos. As you see right there, starting there, That's Patterson. He's starting right now. Rashad Patterson, the rookie, he's starting over the other rookie, Eduardo Bruce. Bruce was a first-round pick. Patterson, a second-round pick. They got some depth at cornerback. Nice pass underneath. RG3 looking and cooking right there. Bowles is going to be out for Denver. That's going to give us an injury timeout. Clock stop with 2:02. We still got the 2-minute warning in the second quarter. This is Week 14 action. Denver Broncos 4-8. They're at home taking on our Indianapolis Colts, who are 10-2. Last loss for the Colts came Week 12 against the 8-5 Bengals. We saw that as a crazy play. Oh, little play action. Oh, my gosh, a little play action end around from RG3. And you see a defender get loose right to RG3, and he just shrugs him off a little bit. Freeman with another catch, second on the day. Barron gets the tackle in the open field for the Indianapolis Colts. Appreciate everybody stopping by, checking out Building the Franchise, Indianapolis Colts. And that's what you're watching right here. Building the Franchise, Indianapolis Colts. Empty backfield, dropping back. Pressure's coming, picked off. Bad throw by RG3. And that's the man we talked about, Walker Jr. Give him another one. Just a bad pass. So this play right here gets flipped. And you got the little out or sit option. Receiver decides to sit, and Walker's just sitting right here. He just jumps that right here, and that's a pick. That's a pick city, baby. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends set. And you got the man, Derrick Henry, in the backfield. You got to be thinking when you see this. Play action FK quicks come. Nope, they're in zone coverage. Looking at X, looking at B. Oh, takes a shot to Y over the middle of the field. He hangs on to it. You got to switch on. So you switch on to this guy, and then you shoot underneath it, and you hit the swat button. And you can really come up with a lot of distance. Doyle, second catch on the day. He already had a touchdown earlier. Here we go. 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. And double A gap here for the Broncos. They're sending the heat. Man coverage, looking over the middle, takes a shot, picked off, feet and bounds, and just like that, Jacoby Brissett throws it right back as he high passes it to the back of the end zone. Mark that down. Mark that play down as a big-time opportunity loss for the Indianapolis Colts, playing a very sloppy game here in Week 14. This game should be out of reach already. But the Broncos are playing some pesky 4-8 football right now. I formation again. They had success with it earlier. Down goes RG3, but he holds on to the ball. That's going to be a sack by Jabal Sheard. Number 93 has been a beast. He always lines up here on this right side. You see him right about there. He is, right there. This is the guy you want to watch for. We'll also watch Walker on the same side lurking. Can't get rid of it, trying to screen play to the left side. RG3, 7 for 11, 75 yards, 2 interceptions, and they're in the 3rd and 15. They're in some big-time trouble. 30 viewers right now watching Building the Franchise, Indianapolis Colts. We got a new episode every weekend. This is a makeup episode for last week. I wasn't around to do the episode, so I said I told y'all the previous episode we would do one Wednesday. Don't worry, we're going to have our final episode number 6 of this Building the Franchise, Indianapolis Colts. It's going to be, let's see if he can beat one man. Oh, he tries a hurdle. Oh, he tried to hurdle over the top. There is going to be the final episode this upcoming weekend, which will be November 3rd or November 4th. We're going to recap the season and have another live game. And we're also going to let you know who we're going to be following for MBL Season 35. We're having a lot of success. Nice juke move up the middle to the 30. Down to the 32-yard line for the Indianapolis Colts. 49 seconds left in the half. This game's going by quick. Fella in the chat saying screens are still broken. Some of them work, but yeah, pressure gets there very quickly. I hate that they never fumble. Who never fumbles? Quarterback? People saying they hate the quarterback fumbles too much. Oh, Brissett gets rid of it quick, and he throws it. See, that kind of throw is what you get with these quarterbacks in Indianapolis. The only issue is sometimes that pressure and having to get rid of the ball and not taking the sack becomes the detriment to this offense. That's how they get into those turnover situations where they throw it and you go, why'd you throw that? Same mentality right there. Double A gets away with it. Nice throw, 2nd and 1, but maybe too much of a risk for not enough return here as there's only 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Post route over the middle is not there. That's all he was looking at. Brissett's going to take off. There goes he's not as fast as you'd think, but he gets down to the 50-yard line. 3 rushes, 12 yards for Jacoby Brissett, the backup quarterback. He's playing in time in for Andrew Luck, and Andrew Luck is returning next week. Don't worry about it. Not next week, Week 16. Franchise quarterback Andrew Luck set to return. Week 16 versus Carolina, MBL Bleacher Report team. So we might not see Jacoby Brissett too much. He's looking at Wise, not there. Here comes the pressure. And down goes Brissett. He holds on to the ball, 19 seconds left, and Indianapolis is going to have to burn a timeout, 2nd and 12. Really aggressive right now. A lot of empty backfields for Indianapolis. I don't know if I like it. A little too much risk here. Oh, they don't fumble on the hurdle. Now, I do the hurdle a lot, so I fumbled a couple times. But, yeah, not like it used to be, but, I mean, it is what it is. Still gaining a little bit of yards. Brissett's going to take off running again. Here he goes down to the 40. There's too much time in the pocket. He takes a hit as he's falling. No flag thrown, and they burn their last time out there at the 43-yard line, 3rd and 2. Now the question is, are you going to try to throw something, get out of bounds real quick? Or maybe right here you just kind of kick the field goal. You're at the 43. It's going to be a 60-yard field goal for you. Oh, I don't know. I don't know right now. Marlon Mack in the backfield. They're looking down the field. Gets rid of it to the outside. 6, 5, gets out of bounds, and they're down to the 34-yard line. Oh, baby, what a play there by the Colts. Gutsy play, just a little cross route. I probably would have hard flatted there. This is going to make it a lot easier of a field goal. Watch that 10-mile-per-hour wind to the right side. This has got to be bueno right here. Adam Vinatieri, Indianapolis Colts. This is money, honey. They got blocked before, but not today. Kick is up. It's good. 13-7. And our Indianapolis Colts going to halftime with a lead. Don't miss any of the action here on twitch.tv/MBL Network. Make sure you hit that follow button. You got bonus coverage, MBL Live, super shows. That's 2 screens, 1 performance, 1 show. That's a great time. What do you guys think about that MBL Live super show where we get to watch 2 games at once? Don't forget, EA is going to be hosting us November 8th, right after the Steelers Championship Series. We're going to have conference games going on, NFC, AFC at one time. Fella, what do you think about that? NFC, AFC going on at once, and then right after that, right into the Super Bowl, and then we're right into our re-sign stage. It's a win-win for everybody, and some great entertainment. If you see a gold badge, MBL badge by your name, that means you've been subscribed 6 months or longer. If you see silver, that's 3 to 6 months. And if you see a bronze, you're a new subscriber, either 1 to 3 months long. Appreciate all our subscribers stopping by, checking out the MBL Network here on twitch.tv/MBL Network. There we go, shotgun formation. Dropping back, RG3. Right side, goes underneath, picks up the first down, finds number 11. RG3 on the game, 9 for 13, 91 yards, 2 interceptions. We've seen the lurks as Henderson picks up his first reception of the day. Faladine in the chat saying hashtag gold gang. If you're a gold subscriber, put the hashtag in the chat. Also throw up the MBL emote. We'll appreciate that. Always looking deep. RG3 looking deep down the left side. Shot made. Oh, it's dropped at the very end. Nice swat there for the Indianapolis Colts. Number 20 making the play as he's going to get the deflection there. You know, being able to make a play like that, just phenomenal. Underneath, 2nd and 10, gets it to a 3rd and manageable. So you guys wondering who that number 20 is. That's Rashad Patterson. That's the guy starting over Eduardo Bruce. We announced it earlier. It was a game-time decision. I'll put his player card on the screen. And this guy's 86 speed, 91 excel, 88 agility, 6'2", rookie, 24 years old. They try to pick up the first down. They can't do it on the ground. So we're going to move over to the player card of Rashad Patterson. This is the guy starting over Eduardo Bruce. You see the game-time decision below. 86 speed, 91 excel. Good man coverage, good zone coverage as they're going to punt the ball here. Punt unit time for the Denver Broncos. Once again, coming on the field is going to be the offense here of the Indianapolis Colts. This is our favorite team in the NBA because we're covering him here on Building the Franchise. Jacoby Brissett is the starter, their big payday player. I'm trying to move my dog right now. She's trying to lay on the power cord. And she's back again. All right, we're back with Jacoby Brissett. Left side, nice little pitch and catch, finding his man, number 16, Kane. We talked about him earlier. He's replacing Ryan Grant. Ryan Grant went down. He's going to be out for quite some time. And here we go, 1st and 10 for the Indianapolis Colts. To the right side, corner out. Get out of here. All right, I'm just going to let her lay there. If the power goes out or something gets kicked, my dog's laying right on the power cord, so hopefully she doesn't lift any weight on there. Pitch to the outside. Derrick Henry, yeah, he gets it outside. Oh, he had an opportunity there. All right, so he gets a little pitch to the outside. He's about right here. You got blocker right here. You see the defense kind of cutting over there. If he could have just took some time and cut back up field, or even bought himself some time and went to the left of this guy, he had an opportunity to pick up some major yards there. Instead, picks up 5. Derrick Henry, has he been worth the contract? That's what I'm going to ask you guys right now. Has he been worth the contract that he got to the right side and right on cue? Only 3 carries, 16 yards. This is a guy that's getting paid nearly $10 million. He's the 3rd highest paid halfback in the MBL. 25 years old. Is he worth the $9.33 million salary, as you see it on the screen right there? We'll pull up his game logs right now. I mean, this is what he's done on the season. This is Derrick Henry. No 100-yard gains. The highest he's had is 64 yards. What do you guys think? Bust? Oh, Brissett gets caught up on his own man. Nice patience. Oh, just an overthrow on a 3rd and 8. They're going to have to punt the ball here, as that's going to be a 62, 63-yard field goal. That's not happening. Actually, a 61-yard field goal. Weird-looking punt. Keep it into play. Nope, goes into the end zone. Fella Dean says Brissett might be the starter in the long run. I don't know. That was a bad pass right there. That's an easy pitch and catch that Andrew Luck definitely makes. Without Andrew Luck, that they're having some issues right now. They're having some problems. Here we go. Here comes the pressure. Down goes RG3. He had a little just angle route right here, wide open, out the backfield. All he had to do was just throw it to the halfback. Doesn't do it. And he ends up taking a sack there in a 2nd and 17. I don't know if the Denver Broncos can put anything together. They're going to send pressure on him again in this little tight set here. 1 wide receiver left, and then Hamilton wide receiver to the right. Here comes the pressure. Down he goes again. Fumble. Recovered by the Colts. Right there, you're running that wide trail. It just takes a little bit long. This initial slant's guarded, but that little delayed across the field trail route was wide open. Booth review. See if they overturn this fumble. I don't think they're going to. They do. It's Denver ball, 3rd and 21. Low-scoring affair here. Broncos hanging around is what Gub said. Yeah, they absolutely are. If you look at this game and let's say the Denver Broncos come away with the victory, Gub, you have to think to yourself, why did we let them hang around within this one score? Don't see it happening, but RG3, let's see if he can get the magic going. MBL Season 34 was what you're watching right now, building the franchise. Indianapolis Colts, the leaders in full immersion game. To the right side, screenplay not picked up. It's punt unit time. Let's take a look, as we got a second here, let's take a look at the Colts recap on the screen. They're currently 10-2. Jaguars 8-4. We saw their remaining schedule. We saw a lot of things that point towards the fact that this Colts team should win this division. Anybody in the chat think Lip's going to be able to make that comeback? We'll take a look at their schedule once again. You see the Jaguars week 17. We're currently in week 14. 15, they take on the Houston Texans, who don't sleep on the Houston Texans. They're not a bad team. Carolina Panthers has even won some games down the stretch. But do you guys think there's a chance maybe here that the Indianapolis Colts team could lose this division? Will they Draco the division? Which means kind of just not clutch out, is what his former performances have been known for. Marlon Mack, he's injured. Uh-oh, the Derrick Henry spotlight has now turned from Marlon Mack back to Derrick Henry. If he's out for any significant amount of time, we'll find out in just a second. This can mean it's Derrick Henry time. Look at those Titans sitting at a smooth 4-9, though. Jamie with the terrible play call on the screen. I assume that's what he was talking about. Appreciate everybody stopping by. 37 viewers watching building the franchise Indianapolis Colts. They're trying to turn this team into a Super Bowl contender. He's going to go drag underneath. Too easy peasy lemon squeezy. Adam Humphries down to the 29-yard line. 15 for 18, 205 yards. Dislocated elbow, will not be able to return. Oh, I think dislocated elbow is the one that's like a lot of weeks. It's definitely multiple games. LAFX says he just got up and started running though. Well, he just dislocated his elbow. You got to pick and choose. If we're gonna talk about it, let's wait for it to be a torn ACL, and he does that or something like that. Here we go. Drop it back to the right side. Looking deep down the center of the field, trying to take a shot. Almost picked off Jacoby Brissett. What are you thinking? Why make that risky of a throw as the hot route is he took the man off the end, put the tight end on the go. It was cover 2, but the single high or the middle linebacker there decides, hey, I'm going to run with this guy. He runs with them, and then they get the help with the safeties off the deflection. Not a good decision from Brissett. Come on, let's just get the field goal here and make this a 2-score game. Looking at A, he's looking at A, he's looking at A. Now he's running with A. Oh, he's in trouble. Down he goes. Nice defense there by the user. So he made him think that this was zone the entire time. So he's running this little post. The user's just strafe. So he thinks it's zone, strafe left, and then he took off with them. Great job by the user right there under oath. Shout out to you, sir. Dropping back. You got crosses coming, pressure coming. To the right side, overthrow. Jacoby Brissett is going to be a long field goal, about a 47-yard field goal here. With 10-mile-per-hour wind, this should be good. Shouldn't be any issue with this unless it gets blocked. They got a history of getting blocked. They got blocked versus the Bengals. Kick is up. Vinatieri squeezes it through. 16-7, 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Brad saying Mac done for the season. Z-Star saying blind. I think after watching building the franchise Indianapolis Colts to episode 5, I definitely notice Andrew Luck and Jacoby Brissett very much don't come off one guy. If they think somebody's going to come open, they will stare at him and stare at him and stare at him and wait and wait and wait. And I think that's when they get in trouble. Man coverage here. Oh, beats his man. Goes to the intermediate route. Finds number 17. He's kind of having a low-key great day on his own. 12 for 17, $116, 2 interceptions for the Broncos. Passing attack led by Robert Griffin III. But Hamilton, 1 catch, 21 yards. Guess he's not having a great day. Maybe he got targeted a couple times. Maybe I'm thinking of Henderson. That's who I'm thinking of. Handoff, left side, 23, nowhere to go. Injury to Booker, that's going to stop the clock. I think that opportunity, you just saw everybody in the box. I mean, it is what it is. You saw everybody in this, and here's the actual box that everyone talks about. But I mean, you just see everybody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. You got to think that's the opportunity for RG3 to send Hamilton on the go and try to take a shot deep down the field. Freeman split to the left side. Sutton in the slot. Man in motion. Shotgun formation. No play action needed. To the right side. Curl route. Nice catch. Possession catches it down. RG3 has moved his team into field goal range. Let's see if the Denver Broncos can come away with points. Here's the crazy thing about this game. You say, well, it's a 2-score game, but it's 9 points. You kick a field goal, you get a stop, score, touchdown, you win. If I'm the Colts right now, I got to come away with the big play right here. I think they can do it. Colts currently 10-2 on the season. 4-8 overthrow there by Robert Griffin III as he had the halfback on the little wheel route right there, wide open. Here goes a timeout for under oath. He's going to take out and adjust his halfback lineup. So far in the game, Jacoby Brissett, 75% completion, 205 yards. Robert Griffin III, 68.4% completion, 129 yards, and 2 interceptions. Since we got you here, we might as well throw up. Don't miss any of the action. Bonus coverage, MBL Live, Super Shows, we got it all. And you're watching the MBL Network here on twitch.tv/MBL Network. And here we go. I formation here for the Denver Broncos. Hamilton in the slot on the right side. Watch the user right here. Watch him. Pitch to the outside. He's got space. Got a lot of space. Got a lot of time. One man to beat. Truck Stick City. Truck Stick City. TSC. Down to the 22-yard line. Freeman. Look at this. Our Indianapolis Colts are still in the driver's seat here. But the Denver Broncos are trying to find their way back into this game. All right, here we go. Strong formation here for the Denver Broncos. No play action. Waiting. Nothing's open. Throws it down the back of the end zone, and woo! RG3 has such bad accuracy. If it was any good, this little post route just crosses the field to the back of the end zone, but he's got a defender right in front of it, and he just overthrows it so much. Kind of saves the day here for the Broncos. They're still in this. Yeah, the tight end's name is Butt. I saw that in the first quarter. Tried to think of a good joke, couldn't do it, but he goes and targets Butt right now and just kind of sails it out of bounds. Oh, that's Paxton Lynch in the game. 0 for 2. Looks like RG3's out. After that miscue to the halfback, they took RG3 out. They got Paxton Lynch in. He hasn't done much better. 3rd and 10. Zista already saying blouses like the game's over. 3rd and 10, 5:49 left. Paxton Lynch looking and cooking right side. Dangerous throw. That's gang. GG's. Across the board. We're going to speak to the owner next. Make sure you hang around for this post-game live look. Here it is right there. You're definitely going to want to hang around to that. You're watching Building the Franchise, Indianapolis Colts here on twitch.tv/MBL Network. We used to be live on YouTube, but I guess we're not anymore. We're live on Twitch right now. For some reason, YouTube is giving us a lot of issues. I'm going to try to work that out before this weekend, before I officially claim our name to just Twitch for that show. And I guess Commissioner Corner will be on Twitch as well. To the outside, Derrick Henry jukes inside. Nice move there. 4 rushes, 21 yards. Only 4 carries for Derrick Henry. What do you guys think? Is he a bust yet? If you think he's a bust already at $9.3 million this season in his initial season salary, put in the chat #bust. Pricey, don't ever put #bust in the chat, please. And there goes that random horse noise. We talked about it earlier. It's back on the screen. Here we go. Jacoby Brissett trying to close this game out. Watch the corner route for Ebron. Watch the post action, T.Y. Hilton. 10-2 Indianapolis Colts. Week 14 taking on the 4-8 Denver Broncos. They look like this got this game in the bag. Watch X. Looking at X. Instead goes the corner route on the right side. Winning down corner route. Finds his man Eric Ebron. He's got on a nice little elbow sleeve there. What's going on with that? Trying to be a little mini Gronk style maybe? Something like that? Here we go, 1st and 10 for Jacoby Brissett and this Indianapolis Colts offense. Single back formation, 2 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. Expect some kind of zone. A little counterplay to the left side. Derrick Henry trying to get outside. Does a great job. There's the guy that they paid the $9.3 million to. As he runs a little counter weak to the left side. Off of that single back ace formation and picks up quite a few. That's going to be 8 yards to be exact. 2nd and 2 here for the Indianapolis Colts. Jamie in the chat saying #bust. What year is this franchise in? This is the 2nd year of Madden 19. This is MBL season 34. If you do want to join the MBL, or at least you want to check us out, go to our website. Join our community by hitting that application tab, 365.maddenbomberleague.com. Appreciate everybody stopping by and checking out the MBL, the three-time Daddy League's League of the Year. Oh, bad pass there. That could have been picked off. Oh, what are you doing, Jacoby? Random horse sound again. Brad in the chat saying paying that much for a halfback he should be getting at least 20 touches a game, and he hasn't got that. He hasn't even got over 64 yards this season. We posted his little game log on the chat earlier. I'll bring it right back up. Brissett looking back to the right side, underneath, finds his man to the flat. That's Eric Ebron. Here's what we've gotten from Jacoby Brissett. As you see right there, he's making $9.33 million. I circled that right there. That's not good. But here's on the season his highest game of the year. came in this little stretch right here where he had 16 for 64 and 11 for 63. And after that, there was really just nothing else for Derrick Henry. A 3-touchdown game in Week 3 versus the New Orleans Saints. That seems to be the highlight of his season so far. When you're paying this guy that kind of money, it's kind of tough to see him not produce like that. And I know the Colts fan, they got a free play here. Up the middle. Derrick Henry still fighting forward. It's going to be offsides here against the defense. Adam Gotsis with the penalty. Does he not know how to manage a game? He's having problems here. I mean, really, the Colts are... I think they're still trying to get their rhythm and figure it out. I mean, this is a very sloppy team that was a lot more precise and kind of, it seemed like they found their way early in the season with injuries to Andrew Luck, injuries to Derrick Henry. It just seemed like it threw the team off just a little bit, and we're seeing adjustments to their lineup as well. Derrick Henry just tries to fight forward. He's close. I think he might be inches short. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and inches. Game time decision today. They went away from rookie quarterback Eduardo Bruce, who had been a starter for this defensive unit the entire season. They went away from him. They brought in Rashad Patterson. They think he gives them the better size. I mean, we're talking about benching a cornerback who's 93 speed, 95 excel. You don't usually see that in rookies. He was a first-round pick. They went to the 86 speed, second-round pick. Just don't see it much. Derrick Henry stood up and dropped, and that's no first down. 4th and 1 for the Indianapolis Colts. Are going to have to kick a field goal here with 2:39 left. I'll bring you back. I will bring you back to that MBL Live game. If you haven't caught any MBL Lives, you can find the archives on youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. Kick is up. Vinatieri. Ooh. Did that go in? That looks short to me. Oh, a little suspect there. Very short. We're going to take a look at the schedule one more time here. As we said, this game right here against the Cincinnati Bengals is the MBL Live game that really had everybody jumping up and down at the end because that blocked field goal stopped the Bengals from taking that L. The Bengals are currently 8-5. And then the loss against Kansas City, which was a blowout game also on MBL Live. The Indianapolis Colts, when they lose horribly. They're going to come away with the win tonight against these Denver Broncos. That's going to be highlighted in white right there for a dub. And then you got these 3 games left. What do you guys see it going? Houston, Carolina, Jacksonville. Can the Indianapolis Colts kind of run the table here at the end of this season and maybe finish at 14-2? Those are the questions that we're asking ourselves right now. We'll go back to the game here. Denver Broncos trying to make something happen, barely get rid of the ball as Paxton Lynch. He's came in for the very underperforming RG3, but he said, hey, you thought RG3 was bad. I'm going to come in here 0 for 4 and an interception. 3rd and 9 against an offensive unit that looks like it's given up a little bit. And they got Butt at tight end. The tight end is Butt. It's no bueno. To the right side, out route picked off, and there's that man, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, number 23. He could end this game. Oh, there's a flag. It's going to be a block in the back. It's coming back. But that was an opportunity to put the nail in the coffin of this one and kind of close it out as Zaire Franklin with the block in the back. They got it at the 46-yard line. Brad in the chat saying tall halfbacks are weird. Well, Brad, your beard's weird. Derrick Henry had a nice little end to the game. We're going to talk to the owner at the end of this and go ahead and check out some XP that he might have, upgrade some players, yada, yada. We'll do it all. A little counterplay again to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's really trying to earn his contract towards the end of the game. And they sent the house there, a little DB sting out of a little 3-4 nickel package. 2nd and 8 here for the Indianapolis Colts. We should be advancing to Week 15 at some point tonight, guys. For those in the MBL, if you want to join the MBL, it's very simple. Go to our website, 365.maddenbomberleague.com, as Derrick Henry fights forward for about 4. Oh, no, that's a big injury. Costanzo has been their starting lineman the entire season. We've seen him right there. He's their starting center. You lose that. That's where you get your awareness and everything from Anthony Costanzo. Let's see if he's going to be out for any significant amount of time. That's a big-time loss at the end of this game. You don't ever like to see that happen. Dropping back. Brissett looking. Left side. Over the middle. Passing. Nice pitch and catch. Picks up the first down. That's going to do it, too, at 18 for 24. 246 yards. Luckily, just muscle cramps here for Costanzo. He's going to be okay. 25 viewers right now watching Building the Franchise. Which teams y'all want to see next season? Any suggestions? Any teams you'd like to see in the MBL? If you want to check out the MBL stats, go to MaddenBomberLeague.com. That's MaddenBomberLeague.com. That'll take you straight to our Daddy Leagues page. Right now, you're watching Building the Franchise, Indianapolis Colts here on the MBL Network. Twitch.tv/MBL Network. We're usually live on YouTube.com/MaddenBomberLeague. But we've been having issues with broadcasting to YouTube. See if we can fix that here shortly. They're letting the clock run out. They're just going to take a knees here. Knees and GGs is what's happening right now. But don't forget, we got a live call coming up. A live call on the air. It's going to be the Indianapolis Colts owner. It's going to be a live call on the air. Make sure you want to be here for that. Ask all your questions to the owner. And I give out awards. So the next episode is going to be episode number 6 of Building the Franchise Indianapolis Colts. The final episode for the Indianapolis Colts. We're going to bring in a new team, announce who we're going to follow for NBL Season 35. Also, we are going to give out our awards. Last year, we gave out the Bombers Beast Award, the MVP Award, the Best GM Decision Award. We gave out a lot of different awards. And we're going to give out those awards once again here on Building the Franchise Indianapolis Colts. All right, guys, we're going to talk to the owner in just a second here. We got a new music sponsor that we're kind of in the middle of getting all the instrumentals, all the beats from, but here's a little sample of something we got. We'll have a bunch of different music, and here's another one. Just some background noise and stuff like that. That'll be ours, as we'll have a contract with them. They'll be a sponsor. We'll have more information about that here shortly. Jacoby Brissett on the game, 103.8 QBR. Very nice. RG3, 47.8. Couldn't get it done on 19 attempts, 129 yards. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Derrick Henry, 45 yards gained on 11 carries, puts his average of 4.0, keeps it right on pace. Jacoby Brissett with a 3.3. Marlon Mack, we know he went out earlier. It was the Derrick Henry show. Leading the team in receptions was Eric Ebron. In yards was Adam Humphries, as we saw him make a big play for, well, I don't know what his long was. Let's see what his long was. I guess we don't get to see it. Jabal Sheard balled out today. Walker came away with another one of those great interceptions. They had 4 on the day, courtesy of Paxton Lynch and Robert Griffin III. Big shout out to him. Yeah, we're going to have some new beats. DJ Davis Productions is the name. We got Z-Star getting in touch with him. And we'll have a lot of new music and stuff like that. We're going to get the owner to call in right now. Let me go ahead and get in touch with him. We're going to talk a little bit of MBL football, a little bit of Indianapolis Colts. Appreciate you guys sticking by right now. 29 viewers Building the Franchise Indianapolis Colts. We're trying to turn this team to a champion. Last year we went to the Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys in the MBL. Now we're trying to get back to the dance and make it right. As I'm waiting for Double A to call in right now. And we'll be talking to him in just a second. Double A, you're live on the air right now. Congratulations on the win. You improved to 11-2.
Yup.
What are the thoughts right now? What are the feelings right now going through the locker room here in Indianapolis? A kind of a sloppy game. Not something to really hang your hat on, but a W is a W. We're going to take a look at your upcoming schedule, stuff like that, as you scroll through some of the things throughout the franchise mode. What do you think right now? What is your pulse? What's the pulse on the team?
We got to improve a lot. The team's been playing pretty bad the past few weeks. Ever since we beat Jacksonville, it's kind of gone downhill from since then. And, you know, with playoffs coming up, there's a lot of improvements that needs made, especially with all the injuries we've had recently. So,
well, we got your schedule on the screen right now. We see Denver, Houston, Carolina, Jacksonville. You just defeated the Denver Broncos. That improves you to 11-2. You got the Texans, Panthers, and Jaguars. And Panthers, man, they're kind of playing a little bit of a spoiler game. Seen them catch a couple dubs throughout the end of NBL season 34. The Houston Texans, that's the division game, and the Jaguars, we all know how tough those games are. What do you think you're gonna do towards the end of the season? Is it an opportunity to kind of sweep the rest of the year and end up 14-2, or what are we thinking? A 13-3? I mean, that record still gets you the division crown. What are you guys thinking right now?
I got faith in my team to sweep out the rest of the season.
You think you're gonna be able to take out Jacksonville?
Definitely gonna be tough. Yep, that's gonna be I know if I'm playing, the team keeps going how they are right now, it's not going to look good in that game, but I have high hopes that by the time we play them and we have luck back, hopefully, we'll be a lot better.
All right, so starting offense has kind of changed a little bit. You got Deion Kane in there, Ryan Grant. Ryan Grant's out with injury right now, correct?
Yep.
So let's go ahead and pull up the injuries, actually. We haven't actually got a chance to actually see it. If you can go over to the injuries and pull that up. Anthony Walker Jr. has been just the pulse of this team. I think defensively, but even in the locker room offensively, how great has he been? Arguably the best linebacker in the NBL right now.
Yeah, you see Franklin actually had a pick in the game as well. Those two have been really good, but, Walker, obviously, he's the one that gets the most talk because he does the most plays. No one really thought that, the Colts had a good linebacker core, but Walker definitely has proved that wrong. And I think Walker definitely is going to be a captain from now on.
Absolutely. Ryan Grant, Andrew Luck, Marlon Mack are out. You see Andrew Luck got 3 weeks left. Bleacher Report reported today that we expect him back into the lineup week 16. Is that a hopeful number? Week 17 kind of, he definitely will be back for the Jaguars. What can you tell us right now? Is week 16 the deadline that we're looking to see Andrew Luck back to take on those Carolina Panthers?
I think that's highly unlikely. It's probably really going to be a possibility, but I don't really see a need to bring him back versus Carolina. If he is back for Week 17 against the Jaguars, it's definitely, I'd love to bring him back, get that dub, have some confidence going into the playoffs. But, Week 16 is just not going to be worth it bringing him back then.
Okay, so you're looking like you're going to hold him back. So Week 16, bring back of Andrew Luck. At this point, don't want to put a timetable on that one. To definitely give him another week to kind of get to 100%. Marlon Mack, he's out 5 weeks, so he's not going to come back till potentially playoff time. And Ryan Grant, who had played so great, the 28-year-old, is kind of just became a household name here in the NBL. And now you're going with with Deion right now. What are the thoughts on losing Grant? Is that a big loss here at the quarterback position? Are Andrew Luck and Brissett, are they kind of thinking, man, Ryan Grant was kind of that guy that we were looking for? We're going to expect a little bit more from Adam Humphries and T.Y. Hilton moving forward.
Yeah, Grant was definitely like the guy that just kind of did everything I ever really wanted because, Hilton gets so much, like all the top corners, and Grant is just facing those cornerback twos. And with him out, we had to have someone step up. Kane is almost a good replica for what Grant did, so I moved him up to wide receiver 2, and as you see recently at least, he played very well.
All right, before I let you go right now, Z-Star wanted to say you're trash at Call of Duty. I want to tell you happy Halloween. Congratulations on the win. You improved to 11-2. We'll see you this weekend sometime in the final episode, and we are going to be covering a new team. You want to take a guess who you think the new team is going to be? And if you do actually know it from being in the chat, don't say it. Just throw something out there. So he might be throwing you guys a diversion. Who would you like to see next year on Building the Franchise?
I don't know it, but, one team I think surprises kind of the entire MBO would be the Giants. Mm-hmm. I think, they've been competing very well with the Cowboys, and they're definitely an up-and-coming team, and I would love to watch them play.
Shout out to Corinne and the New York Giants. He'd love to see them play. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next time here on Building the Franchise Indianapolis Colts, and congratulations on the win. Happy Halloween. We're gone. Guys, appreciate you guys stopping by and checking us out. If you want some more action of Building the Franchise or you missed some of it, head on over to YouTube. I have it uploaded by tonight, youtube.com/Madden Bomber League. And just like that, we're out of here, and we'll see you next time. This weekend for Building the Franchise, if you want to know what's up and coming, follow us on Twitter at Bomber League, at MBL Network. Both of those accounts keep you up to date on what's going on here on the MBL Network.
Thank you.